previous class. So we wrote only one problem, but it is not completed. So what is that problem? A driver, a car traveling at 52 km per hour applies the brakes and accelerates uniformly in the opposite direction. The car stops in 5 seconds. Another driver going at 3 km per hour in another car applies the brakes slowly and stops in 10 seconds. On the same graph paper, plot the speed and versus time graph for the two cars. Which of the two cars traveling further after the brakes applied? That you have to discuss. So here two cars are there. Car A moves with 52 km per second. So first of all, that 52 km per second to convert into meter per second. So the speed of car A. What is that A car speed? 52 km per hour will be given. That convert into meters. 52 into 5 by 80. So 5 by 80 means 2 2s are 4, 6, 2 6 are 2 9s are. There is no further cancellation. 30, 10, 30 by 9. So to divide 130 with 9. 9 ones are 9. 4, 0. 9 fours are 36. 4.0. 9 fours are 36. So leave it. So what do you get in meters per second? 14.4 meter per second. This is the speed of car A. So A car. Similarly, the speed of car B. Car B is equal to how much is given? 3 km per hour. So 3 km per hour to be converted into meter per second. 3 into 5 by 18. 3 ones are 3 6 are. So what you get? You get the fraction 5 by 6. So now to divide 5 with 6. So 0. 6 8s are 48. So already point is there. 0. 6 3s are 18, like that you get. Now what do you get? 0.83 meters per second. This is the speed of second car. Now, first of all, to take the graph for drawing this time and speed graph for this. So, to plot the graph, so it's an x-axis, it's an y-axis, 0, x-axis to consider time, y-axis to consider speed. So time speed graph we have to consider here. So velocity, time speed, so velocity whatever, the speed of radius will be given. Now, time to take on x-axis. 5 seconds, 10 seconds, like that to be considered. Stops in 10 seconds will be given. Apply the brakes. The opposite direction, the car stops in 5 seconds. Another driver moves in 10 km per hour. Right. So to plot 0, so give two graph lines 5, 10, 15, like that to be considered on x-axis graph, and y-axis to be plot. 5 is to take on axis will be 10, 2 lines to take as 10, 10, 20, like that to be considered. 2 lines to left and consider, 2 units to take as 10 centimeters. So here 14 will become, so 14 means, and this range you have to consider 14.4. So it stops at 5 meters. So to consider 5. This is the 5 for car A. And car B, 10 seconds. 0.83 means just only one line. So just only to plot one line to consider. This 0.83 83 and 10 seconds to plot the line. Just to get like this, 10 seconds. So this is the core B. Now we have to consider displacement of the core is equal to area of a triangle. So here to consider this is A, O, B. It is considered as this point we consider this in second chord to consider second chord to consider triangle 13.6 COD. So this point is considered as D, this is considered as C, this is another triangle COD. Now what is this area? To calculate displacement of first core is equal to the displacement of core A is equal to area of AOB is equal to the area of triangle AOB. It is equal to area of triangle AOB. This one AOB. This distance. This is the area. So area of triangle is equal to half BH. Yes, that is the area. Area of triangle is equal to half breadth into height. Half BH. Area will be half B. B is 5 and H is 14.4. So in this case B is equal to half into OB. OB is equal to 5. Base into height. 5 into height. Height will be 14.4. So 2 1s are 2 7s are 2 2s are. Now that is equal to 5 2s are 10. 35, 36. So displacement of core A is equal to 36 meters. 36 meters. Similarly, to consider for second core also to be calculated in the same manner. So the displacement of core B, the displacement of core B is equal to area of triangle COD. This triangle, this one COD, this one COD, this one. So COD that is equal to half into what is OD distance? OD distance will be 10 into height will be this one 0.83. 2 1s are 2 5s are. That is equal to 5 3s are 15, 5 8s are 40, 46. So after 2 points decimal, 4.68 meters. So which core stops most faster? Core A. So the displacement, therefore first core traveled further post than the application of the brakes. So by this areas to be considered. So according to the figure only we can understand. So otherwise you can calculate these values. From that we conclude that core A will be further than that of the core B. Okay. Now now another one to be considered. So here one figure will be given. So from that we can calculate so here to plot one and y. You have to consider the values. Time will be taken as 0, 0.4, 0.8, 1.2, 1.6, like that you have to consider. That's the time, and the distance to consider as 4, 8, 12, 16, like that to be considered the distances. You have to consider one car which will be traveling from 0 to maximum 12 kilometers will be traveled. That's said to be the car B. And car B travels from 2 meters to 2 meters to 2 meters to 12. Two meters to 12 to be considered is the car B. And car C to be considered, C over A to be considered between 4 to 8. Call A. By this, had some questions are given. I had answer for that questions. So, first one to see, first one to observe. Which of the following is traveling, which of the three car traveling faster? So the slope of line B is greatest, therefore B is traveling, B slope is greater than about C and A, that's why car B is traveling faster. Are all three cars at ever meet at the point same on the road? So the three lines do not intersect at a single point. The three objects never meet at the same point. They are at different positions and different speeds. They will be stopped at different points also. That's why they never meet at the same point. Next, how far C travelled when B passes A? So here, since there are 7 units area of the graph between O from 0 to 4, and on y-axis the graph units will be taken as 4 by 7 we have to consider. So since the initial point of the object C is 4 graph units away from the origin, so its initial distance is to be 4 into 4 by 7, that we get 16 by 7 kilometers. So when A passes B, the distance between the origin and C is 8 kilometers. Therefore, the total distance travelled by C is 8 minus 16 by 7. Then you get 5.71 kilometers. Therefore, the distance of the object B has covered at the point where it passes C is equal to the 9 graph line. So, that about that initial point of that. Now, another one we have to observe. A ball is gently dropped. So, another question to be considered. is gently dropped from so it is dropped from 20 meters, dropped from a height of 20 meters. 20 meters. If it travels if its velocity increases uniformly, if its velocity increases uniformly by considering the uniformly at the rate of 10 meter per second square, means acceleration of the body will be 10 meter per second. With what velocity will be will it take strike the ground? That is one question. And another one is after what time will it strike the ground? After what time will it strike the ground? So here a ball is gently dropped from the height of 20 meters. 20 meters height it will be dropped. Means from starting position will be 20 meters. From there it will be dropped. Means its initial velocity will be taken as 0. Its initial velocity will be 0 and distance will be 20 centimeters. Acceleration will be given. So here initial velocity u is equal to 0 because it is starting from the rest at 20 centimeter height it will be dropped. So initial velocity u is equal to 0. S is equal to 20 meters distance and acceleration will be 10 meter per second square. Then what is the final velocity of the body to reach the ground? So third equation of motion, let's substitute all the values in v square minus u square is equal to 2as. So in this time is not given, that's why we consider the third equation, v square minus u square is equal to 2as. So here v square value I have to calculate. V square minus 0 square is equal to 2 into a 10 into s 20. So v square is equal to 2 to the 400. Now v is equal to square root of 400. So that is equal to v is equal to 20 meters per second. So its velocity will be 20 meters per second. Then at what time it reaches the ground? Second question will be there. So time taken to touch the ground. Time taken t is equal to how much? Here velocity will be 20 meters and initial velocity will be 0. Acceleration is 10. Then in first equation of motion v is equal to u plus at. To substitute the values you get the t value. So otherwise to make t as a subject what you get? T is equal to v minus u by a, like it also will write, or otherwise values to be substituted. Now v value 20 minus u 0 by 10, that is equal to 20 by 10, 0 cancel. Now time taken is equal to 2 seconds. After 2 seconds it strikes the ground.